Hi, it is I, Gregory Jones. The name of my book is called The Macroeconomic Laws, and my name is Gregory Jones. And you can buy a copy at Ex Libris, Amazon, or Barnes & Noble. First of all, Speaker Boehner should hold a vote on repealing the 2010 Affordable Care Act. The people oppose government-run health care. They don't oppose Obamacare as much. So you have to say government-run health care. And you have to point out the 2010 Affordable Care Act that the Democrats voted for, for you Republicans, you're going to say, my guy over there or my girl over there, he or she is a vote for government-run health care. And so I'm supporting Senator McConnell, and Allison Lundergan Grimes is a vote for government-run health care. Vote Mitch McConnell in Kentucky. So you need to run against government-run health care for you Republicans out there. And we'll see what happens in the election. And the reason I support the Republicans in this election is because of immigration policy. Because I'm opposed to mass immigration. Mass immigration of 1 or more million immigrants per year to the U.S. began in the year 1970, and in the year 1973, wages became stagnant. It is time to end mass immigration. And you can read about, you can get the facts here in my book, The Macroeconomic Laws by Gregory Dell Jones. And you can purchase a copy at Ex Libris, Amazon, or Barnes & Noble. And Mr. President, first of all, going to war with Russia would sharply increase pressure on nuclear triggers. And any increase in tension with Russia increases pressure on nuclear triggers. I think that was the right move for, President Obama and and NATO to say we don't want to start a war with Russia, and not to send troops into Ukraine. Sending troops into Ukraine would start a war with Russia, and we really don't want to do that. After all, eastern Ukraine is within Russia's sphere of influence, and Iraq was an old Soviet ally like Syria and Libya. And the U.S. is the one who has been aggressive. We invaded Iraq, and we bombed Libya. And of course, we're responding to ISIL. ISIL was aggressive first, of course. But Mr. Putin seeks to simply defend his sphere of influence because there are ethnic Russians living in eastern Ukraine. And And we invaded Iraq, and here we're sounding off against Mr. Putin for simply invading eastern Ukraine, which is within his sphere of influence. We have our sphere of influence that President Obama is defending by way of our status as a nuclear superpower. Our sphere of influence includes North and South America, and England, Italy, and France, and Israel. And some of the countries are kind of between, aren't they? And as Senator Mitch McConnell said, a nuclear Iran is unacceptable. And going through some of this policy here, but number one, Mr. President, I don't like your rhetoric against Mr. Putin, and the journalists have been insulting Mr. Putin hard. Bill O'Reilly called him a tyrant, and he's the duly elected president of Russia. He has 80% approval ratings, and he's not. He doesn't seek global domination. Mr. Putin does not seek global domination. He's just defending his sphere of influence. He doesn't believe in one world Marxism or such notions. He's a normal person. That's right. Simply defending his sphere of influence and his country is what he's doing. And because he saw that there was an uprising there in eastern Ukraine, and these people don't want to live in the minority, and so Mr. Putin acted. And we really shouldn't be upset about that. And so it goes. And by the way, Mr. Obama, President Obama, you shouldn't limit yourself by putting ground troops off the table. You shouldn't limit yourself by taking ground troops off the table. It would take about 10,000 ground troops to act as spotters for airstrikes in order to conduct robust airstrikes against ISIL in Syria and Iraq. And that's really, your airstrikes are, they're happening so slowly, they're not doing very much damage. It'll take all year, and ISIL is developing methods for avoiding the airplanes, and they're simply not taking much damage. Anyone thinking about being a terrorist, don't do it. Don't be a terrorist. Anyways, well, that's my recording. That's what I'll say on some of these issues here. I covered Russia and ISIL, and I told you a little bit about the economics, and I covered the election. I'm going with the Republicans. I just want them to gain a stronger foothold in Congress. And well, as far as I guess it would be okay to take the Senate. And as far as the presidency goes, I like Al Gore and I like Jeb Bush and finally Hillary Clinton. And I like them anyways as far as the presidency goes in the year 2016. President Obama, you have this election coming up, and I don't think it's going to turn out too well for you. And you have your legacy is what you have, which goes by your policies. How good your policies are determines your legacy. And there's no hiding on that one, because what is. And think about Russia and ISIL a lot, and there's more problems. There's Al Qaeda, of course, and Iran wants a nuclear bomb, and things like that. And you're campaigning for the election, but that'll be all over in November. And actually, I'm hoping for some the Republicans to show some strength in Congress to keep the government balanced. And because of immigration policy, the Republicans are slightly closer to my position on immigration. So I'm supporting them this election. And as far as the presidency goes, I like Al Gore and I like Jeb Bush and finally Hillary Clinton. And that's all I'll do. That's right. Stop